Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Good to see you. Hiker Dave here. I took some time today, did a little hiking, some more searching for that missing hiker. His name is Donald Flint. It doesn't say his age on the signs, on the little posters on the light poles that run through the park. It just gives a description. He's got gray hair. He's 5'11", brown eyes. Just a really vague description. No age. It doesn't even say when he went missing, actually. It's just I just noticed them when they first came up. I saw them right away because I frequent the area. And I'm kind of doing a mental grid in my mind, eliminating areas where I know he's not. The possibility does exist that he's not in the park. But they had the idea that he was here, or else I don't think they would have, the family wouldn't have put up the missing person posters. So today I'm starting at one end of the park, and I was sporadically searching just as I hiked. Now I'm a little bit more zoned in or focused in on eliminating a whole entire side of the park. And I'm starting in an area that's closest to Berkeley, Mass, which is where he lived. He's probably about in his early 60s. It doesn't say on the missing person posters his age, just gives his height and the color of his eyes and stuff like that. But I'm starting in this area. There's a long trail that runs near Lake Rico, and it's a ridge, and on one side of this trail, it's a long winding trail. There's a steep embankment. It's pretty steep, that possibly if he might have fallen, slipped and fell down the embankment, maybe he got knocked out or he was disorientated, and once down there, there's no trail, and I just kind of went down that ridge and just kind of was covering between that embankment and a lake, Lake Rico, that butts up against the park. And I don't know why. I am a little bit, I can't stop thinking about the guy, about that if it was me, that I would surely hope that there would be, I know my family would search exhaustively, I'm sure of it, but where this guy lived in a home, he didn't, he was disabled, mentally disabled, so I don't know really if what kind of family he has. I haven't been in contact with the family. They don't know that I'm doing this. So I don't know if he's got a tight a network of family and people that will go and search for him. And I kind of find myself thinking about him a lot, and which leads me to that David Paulides 411 book. And, I feel like since I'm here, I might as well. I might as well do it. I love hiking. I love the nature. So there's an area down there that is all kind of washed out. And I feel that if I can just get that out of the way, search that area, then I can move on to another spot. I have realistically, probably about 30 to 35 hours now into looking for this gentleman. Again, his name is Donald Flint. And so I came out again today. Beautiful weather. The downfall with beautiful weather and hiking, it's a double-edged sword, because not only do I like to hike in the good weather, but everybody else likes to. I mean, I'm parked in front of the lake right now, but I left the park. I couldn't even find a parking spot when I first got in. I had to pull off the side and just park in the grass. That's how many people are out here. But I just wanted to give a little update on Donald Flint, that there is somebody looking for him. I'm looking for him. The possibility is there that he's not in this area. That's could be that he is not here. But I'd like to eliminate that possibility. And for my own peace of mind, I'm out hiking all the time. And then I start to think of, I was listening to a David Paulides podcast the other night, and it more and more and more that I hear about these missing people, all over the country in national state forests, and how the Park Service, the Forestry Service, will not give him any information. So far, there's been 1,600 people that have been actually documented to be missing. But that's from just people that are out there doing kind of research like I am that came up with that number. And the number, I believe, and some others do, that number, that's a small number compared to who is really, how many people are really missing, how many people, that's not including the missing people that were found dead, years later, missing children that were missing for a long time and then they're found, but they have speech impediments, prior to being, to going missing, and they're not unable to speak or unable to convey to people that found them what happened to them. And the more and more I look into it, the more I try to wrap my mind around why or what is doing this. Who is taking them? How are they just so many people going missing? I do understand people go missing. It's what happens. I've been lost out before. And, do they're lost for so long, they succumb to the elements, or they die of dehydration. I mean, it only takes 3 days to die without water. That's it. 3 days is about all you're going to get. And, the last day is spent on the ground, laying on the ground. It's not, you're immobile, all your muscles lock up. And anyways, so I wanted to give a little update. Like I said, I got about 35 hours into this now. So I'm going to periodically update you guys on the search. I kind of get a little bummed out because I feel there's so much area here that I feel like I'm wasting my time, and I hate saying that because it's not a waste of time to search for a human, someone that's gone. It's somebody loves this guy. Somebody would love to know where he is. So I wanted to give you an update on that, and I'll get back to you again with another update in the future. Until then, thank you guys for clicking on, and as always, I'll see you on the next one.